In this video, let's do some more practice of two-step equations. Now, I have already taken my highlighter and highlighted straight underneath of the equal sign. That way I can keep both sides balanced. So if you'd like to pause real quick and go ahead and highlight your paper, I would encourage you to do that. Now, also in this video, I am not going to do all 9 with you. I am going to do maybe 1 or 2 from each row. So I'll do these 2 here, then I'll pick 2 more in the second row, and I'll pick 2 more in the last row. Then I do want you to complete the other problems as well, and you will notice you can check your answers down below at the very bottom. So you should find an answer somewhere down at the bottom to match yours. Okay, let's do the first one. So I'm going to isolate the variable. You can highlight this if you want. I'm not going to do this every time, but if you highlight it, it kind of gives you a visual of don't do anything to this yet. We're going to do the opposite of the -2. The opposite is to add 2 and rewrite what you have highlighted. X over 7 equals 9. Now, the opposite of dividing by 7 is to multiply by 7. So I did times 7, cross out. Inverse operations cancel each other out. So we have x equals 63. And then to check your work, you would do 63 divided by 7 minus 2 equals 7. Yes, 9 minus 2 does equal 7. So I know I have the correct answer. Now, checking your solution is optional. You can do that if you want. It kind of lets you double check if you did it correctly, but I am going to make that optional. All right, this time I'm going to do this one, and then I want you to do the third one on your own. Okay, we're going to isolate the n over 4, so the opposite of adding 8, we're going to subtract 8. Now, I know this said plus, but if we look in front of the 8, in front of the 8 here, there's no sign, so that tells me this is a positive 8, and the opposite is a minus 8. So it just so happens this is a positive 8, and then this is plus n over 4. I did not do the opposite of the plus in front of the n. I did the opposite of the 8. Because it was positive, I'm going to subtract 8. All right, so we get 7 equals n over 4. The opposite of dividing by 4 is to multiply by 4. And we get 28 equals n, or you can say n equals 28, whichever way you would like to write that. Now, you can pause, and I want you to try the third one. You will find the answer somewhere down below. But I'm going to go ahead and go on to row 2. Okay, for row 2, I'm going to go ahead and do the first one and the third one, so I want you to do the middle one on your own. And the opposite of a positive 16, again, I'm not looking at this plus sign. I'm looking what's in front of this 16. Well, because there's no negative there, I know it's positive. And the opposite of a plus 16 is to do a minus 16. So we get 21 equals 3p, and the opposite of multiplying by 23 is to divide, and 7 equals p, or you can say p equals 7. I do not care which way you write that. You can try the middle one on your own. I'm going to go ahead and do the next one. So looking in front of the 33, in front here there's nothing there, so I know this is also a positive 33. The opposite of a plus 33 is a minus 33. And we get d over 3 equals 9. Be careful, the answer is not 3. The opposite of dividing by 3 is to multiply by 3. d is 27. Some of you may have rushed and you might have accidentally divided by 3 instead of multiplied by 3. And last, I am just going to do one more, and then I want you to finish the last 2. So I'm going to go ahead and do the last one here. And feel free to use your calculator if the numbers are getting too big for you, or if you just want to speed it up a little bit. So the opposite of adding 98 is to subtract it. So 170 minus 98, and I get 72 equals 6a, and the opposite of multiplying by 6 is to divide. Now I'm not going to clear my calculator. I'm just going to go ahead and do divide by 6. So I'm telling my calculator, take my last answer, 72, and divide it by 6. And 12 equals A, or you can say A equals 12.